Merry Christmas and welcome to the Freaky Film Club. I'm your host, Jeremy Jordan, and I'm joined by my friends from the film club, Derek, Damon, and Mike. Hi, guys.
All right.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Today we are checking out Better Watch Out. So, this movie, it is kind of weird with the date because I think it premiered in a festival in 2016, and then it actually came out in North America in 2017.
Okay.
It was
Because I think
directed.
I saw it in October of 2017.
Oh, okay. Was it originally a Netflix film, or where'd you see it?
No, I reviewed it on my Twitter thing. I came up as sometime in October of 2017. I gave it a B plus.
Oh, wow, nice. So, as I take a bite here, I'll talk about the director. It was directed. This movie was directed by Chris Peckover and written by Zack Kahn and Chris Peckover. Now, this is like a really Australian film. This guy is Australian. The main cast is Australian, and they shot it in Australia. They were originally going to shoot in South Carolina. Excuse me. We can cut this out. So there isn't a lot of people in this movie. Um, Two of the biggest names are Virginia Madsen, who is probably most well known from Candyman, Dune, Sideways. Then you've got Patrick Warburton, who's been in a lot of shit. He's a pretty funny guy. Seinfeld is probably the first thing that comes to my mind when I see that guy. But he's
He was
been
the guy who went the Devils, right? The Devils. Yeah. The Devils.
so they play the parents of Luke, who is played by Levi Miller, who was probably most known. He was a child actor at the time. I think he's like in his early 20s now, but he's probably most well known for being Peter Pan in Pan, which is like such a far cry from this. Then you've got Olivia De Jong. I'll just assume that was correct. She is Ashley, and then you've got Ed Oxenbould as Garrett, and then you got like some other side characters that we could talk about later. But that's really the main people in this film, and yeah, we kind of touched on first time watch experiences. I mean, all of us except Damon really hadn't seen it before, right?
Right.
Yeah. And I had only seen it the one time, but I just had remembered really liking it.
And I actually, until you brought it to my attention, I never even heard of it. So I'm glad I had a chance.
The other weird thing, too, is as we record this is the 22nd of December. This movie became a new Netflix movie just then last night on the 21st. So if you are interested, you can now currently watch it on Netflix.
That's actually where I watched it.
So the film opens with some winter scenery. We've got a bully destroying a snowman. We've got kids snowball fighting. We got a family just celebrating the holiday outside. And then we're introduced to the Ashley, the babysitter, and she's in the car on the phone with her mom, and she kind of just says like, "Well, I'm not home packing because I was asked to babysit today," and like so we immediately find out she's gonna be moving. She almost hits an animal, so she slams the brakes in front of a family.
Yeah, that family wasn't too happy. They just kind of stared her down for a while.
Yeah.
Well, you should be happy. She didn't kill the dog, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, what did they want her to do? Plow through? And then she was kind of strange. Was this supposed to be like a misdirect? Like she got trailed by like a black van? Were we supposed to think that like she's being followed?
Right.
So then we get intro to the two kids, Luke, who is the son and lives at the house, and then Garrett is his best friend. And this was weird. My cousin Patrick looks not exactly, but quite a bit like Garrett. So it was really brought me out of it at times a little bit. So it was distracting.
Is that with the kid with the glasses?
Yeah.
What I've got with between their relationship is they reminded me a lot of Billy and Stu from Scream.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. I could see that.
Yeah, they're in the room, kind of just hanging out. Garrett's playing video games, and I always find it so funny when video games are in TV and movies, because I can just pick up on like little things as someone that plays a lot of games. And Garrett was like, I think he's playing a game called The Forest. And he's talking about like how he's on a streak, which is just so funny because like it's a survival horror game where you get attacked by mutants, and it's just like, I don't know, you wouldn't really say that. Like I could see you saying that like in a first-person shooter or something, or like Call of Duty. No, it doesn't matter. I know
Right.
it doesn't matter. It's actually more accurate than a lot of stupid video game shit that I've seen. At least he's playing an actual game. Like sometimes they just like make their own CGI thing. It's like, what the heck? What is that?
Well, I was gonna say that does relate like it would make more sense if it was Call of Duty or something like that.
Yeah.
Coming from a guy who actually played a lot of it in high school and college.
But shout out to The Forest. This is awesome. It's an awesome game. So then they're kind of just going back and forth. We find out that Luke wants to seduce the babysitter. He's 12. She's 17. So it's really creepy.
A little bit, yeah. Actually, a lot.
His plan at the time, he's looking up like an article about like horror movies and like scaring them. And
Yeah.
Getting the whatever pheromones going or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So we then are introduced to Luke's parents, and they're of course played by Virginia Madsen and Patrick Warburton. We don't see them a lot, but they have some good moments. There's the whole line about like the metrosexual, and he mispronounces it. He's got the funny Christmas tie.
Yeah.
And then quickly after that too, the babysitter arrives. You find out more about the move, how she's going to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, in a couple of days to Pittsburgh.
And
Is that for college she's going to?
I think
something?
so. That's what I kind of gathered.
I don't know if they made it too clear, but I just kind of assumed by her age and why she would be leaving.
So the 12-year-old boy, what's his name again?
Luke.
So Luke feels that this is his last chance with her, basically.
Right.
Yeah. Did they specify how long she was babysitting him?
She does say, like, I think she said, I've known you since you were 9.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of a history there. Then we see Luke's mom show Ashley the pencil trick on the door. His mom also catches Garrett in the medicine cabinet. So right away, like these kids are like they're naughty.
So just to set that up, Luke is prone to sleepwalking, and so his mom puts a pencil at the top of his door so she knows if he has left the door. So it's gonna be an important plot point at the end, toward the end of the movie.
I was gonna say, yeah, that comes back later on.
What were you gonna say,
I'm
Mike?
sorry, Mike. What were you gonna say?
Uh, did anybody catch like that weird moment where the dad looked kind of flirtatiously at the babysitter and she gave it back to him?
Yes.
Yeah,
What was that?
that was weird.
I mean, I guess we can see where the son gets it from. I don't know.
I mean, it was never really like explored again in the
No.
rest of the movie. So are they saying that they had a little thing going on or
I never
what?
really got that out of it. It just kind of showed what type of father he has, I guess. His personality, since he's like barely in the film.
Or it just shows how the father and the son are related. They both, want to kind of go after the same type of girl.
The mom was mean
Yeah,
to the husband.
yeah. She's just spoke to him
That
like a
comment
child.
about what?
She spoke to him like a child.
Well, and then she came out right out and said, she basically asked him because he was commenting about decorations, was it?
I think. Yeah.
Christmas decorations. And she basically said that he's gay.
Yeah.
You know? And then she's like, I need a drink. And it's like, I think you've had too many. The way
Before they
she
even
was
went out.
talking, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. I would say so.
she was really nasty.
Right.
I mean, maybe the two of them were going out to work out, their differences. Probably not, but
Yeah, I
they
don't know.
definitely need some therapy, I guess.
Yeah. So they take off pretty quickly, and then Garrett also leaving Ashley.
Oh, real quick here. What was Garrett doing in the bathroom? I thought that was gonna maybe come back. I never really understood what he was doing in there.
I don't know. I thought maybe it was related to the oxy that he had later. Or it just was he was just rummaging
Okay.
through there just to see what was in there.
Because it was the medicine cabinet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Either he's getting ready to smoke dope again or get a quick one.
Yeah, I don't really know, but with them now being alone, Ashley immediately goes to the kitchen to talk to Ricky on the phone. Ricky, who is like, is he still her boyfriend, or is it like kind of just like a fling, or like, hey, is he an ex at this point? I don't really remember.
I think they're together.
Okay,
Hmm.
and she doesn't talk for long because a spider comes out of nowhere and scares her. And we get, I guess, kind of a misdirect here because I mean, Luke picks the spider up and he's like, all like, "Oh my goodness, he didn't. It's just an innocent spider. Like, he doesn't have to die. Like, let's let him outside. Like, he really cares for the spider."
Mhm.
So we're thinking like, "Oh wow, like what a nice little guy." So then, little later, Luke pops champagne in the living room and starts downing a bunch, and Ashley's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like trying to impress her and talking about like how him and Garrett do it, and Garrett puked a bunch once. She takes it from him and starts dumping it, and then gets a call back from Ricky, and then they kind of get in a fight. So then after that, instead of dumping it, she decides to start drinking it herself. And then Luke pops in and catches her and is like, "Well, I won't tell if you don't tell," and they start to share it. So then this is the part where a random phone call happens and there's nothing on the line. Then they start to watch a horror film, and this was so okay. I didn't get this. A random pizza shows up. Like, who really did? I'm sure Luke probably coordinated it, but like, why? And why? Like, he specifically says he doesn't like mushrooms, and then a mushroom pizza comes. So is that to make her think that like he had nothing to do with it coming? I just don't. I didn't really get this.
I mean, I think it was part of that reason to make it look like he had nothing to do with it, to kind of sway her off.
Okay.
On top of
Yeah.
what's going to be happening eventually.
Well, didn't they rationalize it? It didn't really make sense, but they said it must have been his parents because she liked vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
And so they kind of did it like for her.
Sure.
That's what I got from that. Was that, I might be jumping ahead. Was that after the girl had already answered the door and no one was there? Or was that coming up still?
I think that's about to happen. I can't recall exactly. I don't have that written down in here.
Okay, with the statue?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I think that might have been before. That might have
The
happened.
statue thing with the Santa statue?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
came after the pizza. Just after
Okay.
it, I think.
Okay. So then Luke tries to make the moves, but Ricky calls back. Oh, he's got like candles lit and everything too, try to like set the scene. Ricky calls back though, and then he blows the candles out. He's all dejected. She comes back, and then he actually tries to kiss her, and he gets shut down right away.
Sorry, kid.
Yeah.
Doesn't she also say, like, she thinks he's good looking and she would have dated him if she were younger or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So kind of a little bit of mixed signal.
Yeah. So then the phone rings again, and this time the person on the other line says, "I can see you." Well, this was kind of an example of like, it was really hard to understand, but I'm pretty sure that's what they said. I can see you. And then she goes to the window and she's like, "Can you see this?" and holds up her middle finger. So we got tension building, they kind of like look around throughout the house. They think there's something going on outside. Eventually what happens though is Garrett busts in and scares them both. So, and she's like, well, he mentions that he was never in the backyard. So that's kind of something that like it's another misdirect.
So we should probably just say at this point in the film, it seems almost like a Black Christmas kind of setup where you have these young people that are being stalked by an outsider, and who knows what they're doing, but they don't know what he's doing.
So then upstairs, Ashley finds out that the phone lines are down and the internet is unavailable. So she tells Garrett to stay in the room and try to figure it out. And then her and Luke take off.
I thought it was crazy that she said something like, "Okay, I'm gonna go up there. If I don't come back down, call 911. Or if you hear me scream, call 911." Why not just call right now? There's
I know.
already enough going on that would warrant a 911 call. I wrote it down here. You had the back door that kept being open, and there was no explanation of that. You had the prank calls. You had the Santa Claus statue moved. Someone obviously did that.
Yeah.
To me, that's enough to, like, that's kind of crazy to just go up there. Obviously, somebody's in the house, you know,
Hmm.
because they heard someone upstairs at that
Right.
point walking around. So, yeah, you should call them now. You know, what if they have a gun? A knife isn't going to do anything,
Because
you know?
it's a horror movie. They don't nobody knows what to properly do in,
That's true.
scenarios where you should easily be able to figure it out. Common sense
That's
stuff
true.
is out the window.
That's
Lizard
true.
brain.
And I'm starting to realize how many like um references this movie had to other films. I mean, we know there's a
Hmm.
big one later, I won't say it yet. And then like I was just thinking when you were talking about her on the phone saying like how many fingers am I holding up? That's like Scream when Sydney was on the phone saying, "Hey, what am I doing?" You know,
Right.
she walks outside on the porch.
Yeah,
Right.
there's a big Scream 4 um similarity later on too.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, remind us of that when it
Hmm.
comes because I'm not remembering that.
Hmm.
So,
It's mealtime.
so I thought I could sneak one in. So Garrett reveals the brick has writing on it. It says, "You leave, you die," and he freaks out and takes off, starts running away outside, and it looks like he's been shot, and he just like goes down over into the yard. So Ashley sees this, like, kind of just like runs over and like grabs Luke and like covers him up, and then it really now, yeah, it's there's like it seems like a home invasion's really going on here. Um, they kind of run around a little bit. They go to the laundry room. It makes a noise because the laundry's finished. Uh, Luke goes to get a gun from his parents' room, and then eventually they end up in Luke's bedroom, and they hide in the closet.
Just a
And
comment, like, for me, one of the scariest things about this whole movie was the way the kid was holding the gun. Like, that was just freaking me out. It's like you're pointing it at people, you're holding it with your finger on the trigger.
yeah,
Hmm.
I was like just so nervous
he
with
was like
that. That
on his
was,
face a lot too at
oh
points.
my
Yeah,
God, I
he
was
would
like
do that a
freaking
lot.
out. I was freaking out. It just, it's like, oh my God, that's so stupid.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
how irresponsible of the parents for not putting that in a locked safe.
yeah,
Yeah, where was it? Just under the mattress?
I can't recall where he got it.
Okay.
yeah.
Just want to add too, I think we skipped over it, but there is a kind of a kind of an important little scene where they go in the attic and um we see the spiders again.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
Yeah,
that comes back later. I'm
yeah.
because I'm thinking why are these spiders all over the place?
Mhm.
Mhm.
You know, and because they're big. They were
Yeah,
big spiders and I'm like these aren't just hanging around, you know? But
Yeah,
yeah, and then they fell on her face.
I thought of Home Alone 1 right away.
yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, the tarantula.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then from in the closet, Ashley realizes that it's actually Garrett because the mask is Luke's and or his, I can't remember, but she just recognizes the mask. She's like, "Wait a minute." And it's Garrett with a bunch of hunting gear and like a shotgun. And basically she busts out and just freaks out on him. She's like, "You're immature, selfish piece of shit. Like, why would you do this? Like, you think this is gonna make me like want to be with you? Like, what's wrong with you?" And then 33 minutes into this film is when shit starts getting crazy, even crazier than what's already been happening, because Luke slaps Ashley down the stairs, And so we get the kind of
Yeah, just a minute. Why did that happen again?
why did he slap her down the stairs?
Yeah, why did he get so angry with her? I can't remember.
I think he was upset at all the things that she just called him, and then she like stormed. She's like, "I'm gonna tell you're in so much
Oh,
shit."
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And so then
You know,
he's
just a quick thing. It was weird seeing the the female main character and Garrett act together because they were brother and sister in The Visit.
Were
oh
they really?
really?
Yeah, the year before
Hmm.
this movie. And because I just remember that movie was creepy and it left an impression on me after all these years.
Did it
And
really?
yeah, they played brother and sister, so it was just kind of weird seeing them together again,
Hmm.
not being brother and sister, because
Mhm.
that's how I remembered them. And like I said, that was only like 1 year apart, so they look the same, you know.
Mhm.
Who directed The Visit?
I think that was Shyamalan.
Okay. I probably saw it then. I think I've seen all of his movies.
Yeah, it was the one where the the kids go to their grandparents' house, and then that's a creepy movie. They're not actually their grandparents. They're just like two crazy people who actually killed their real grandparents. There were some really spooky moments of that movie. It stayed with me after all these years.
Oh wow.
We should do that one
Have you guys
sometime.
seen it?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, I'd recommend it. The Visit.
Sweet. All right.
There, you heard it from Mike first, everybody. So everybody watching, make sure to tune in on that film after this.
The Visit. Yeah.
You can make it a double feature.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ashley now wakes up. She's duct taped to a chair. Garrett's high on painkillers, just like scooting around, and they're playing F1 Marry One Kill One with Adventure Time characters, which is like silly. So it's kind of clever actually, because that's like that is like weird stuff that those kids would probably talk about. um, then I'm probably jumping a little around here, but like they play Truth or Dare, and this is like this is really some weird stuff in this one. Like
Yeah.
Luke is really creepy. He does creepy things. There's the whole like lipstick on the duct tape thing too, and like he touches her. But then also she tries to like kind of cause a rift between them by bringing up the dead hamster,
Yeah.
which kind of actually works a little bit. And like Luke or Garrett at a certain point is like, I don't want to do this anymore, and like, takes off, and it kind of gives Ashley a little bit of an opportunity to grab a flashlight and try to like signal to the outside. But they come back pretty quickly, and Luke talks about the roofie plan with like putting it in the alcohol and then like having her drink it and then just planting the bottles, and she would wake up not remember, and then like it would look like she just partied and was being really irresponsible. But that plan fails pretty fast because the bottle gets knocked out of his hand and smashes,
Yeah.
which
You
really
know, I have a quick thing here. Do you guys understand how they were not able to call 911?
well,
I know the landline was not connected, but what about on the cell phone?
the cell phone is a weird one. I don't know.
Because her phone gets smacked into a fish tank, right? So she doesn't have her phone for a little while.
Right, but then I think they were trying it on, unless he wasn't really trying. Was he the one who was trying? Was Luke using his cell phone?
I
Or did
can't.
he even have a cell phone?
I thought she did try at one point when they were upstairs when the initial smash happened, like when the brick.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely someone definitely tried on a cell phone, or at least gave the impression. And it was like I don't even remember what the reason they gave, but I was like, what's going on there? Like, how does that not work?
Yeah, I mean
I don't
that's
know.
all I could think of is like since we know he had access to her phone, he might maybe he disabled the mobile network and she just didn't notice.
Okay.
That would be my explanation for it, but that is strange. Um, so pretty quickly after all this happens, um, Ricky arrives at the door, and
He's got flowers, right?
yeah, and he's like, "I just want to see her," and Luke's trying to keep him. She's like, "Hey, she doesn't want to see you," and he's like, give her these," and that's when he uses that as an opportunity to actually bust in,
Hmm.
and it's like you really think that like. Okay, he's gonna come. The day is saved.
But and that was kind of it was funny, but like who the hell was he? I mean, he's just walking into this house.
Yeah,
He
It's
doesn't even
breaking
know
in it.
these
Yeah,
people.
he's
It's not his house.
right.
it's pretty aggressive.
He was very aggressive.
The
He was
things you do for
determined.
love.
He was determined to find Ashley.
Yeah, this was his last chance.
Yeah.
So he gets they lure him upstairs. Well, Luke lures him upstairs, and takes a swing at him with a bat, but it actually isn't enough at first to knock him out. It just pisses him off. And then this is like you kind of remember like, well, this is just a 12-year-old little twerp. Like if Garrett wasn't there, like he would have killed him.
Hmm.
Because he does also Luke does stab him with the pencil that was underneath the rug for the door and puts a nice little hole in his cheek. But then Ricky manages to get the bat back after he's swung at again, and he's about to swing at Luke, but then Garrett pops in with the gun to save the day. Save the
Did you
day.
Yeah. Did you guys notice that? I don't know if I would have had a pen or something stuck in my cheek, like literally through my cheek, I'd be in agonizing pain.
Hmm.
He seemed perfectly fine. He was acting like he was all right. He's like, "Oh man, this sucks. All right, what's going on?"
Must have been the adrenaline.
Yeah, that's
Probably.
really the only thing I can think of.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
just
when
seemed like, dude, you just literally had something stuck through your skin and you seem to be fine, other than bleeding a little bit, as we can see, but you don't seem to be reacting to it.
It's like when a football player gets hurt and plays through the rest of the game, and then you realize that he can't come back after that for a
Hmm.
while.
Because he was smacked once in the back of the head with the baseball bat, and then came the stab. So, I
Right.
don't know.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he
Uh,
just was a little woozy from the head hit and wasn't feeling pain.
yeah. Yeah.
It goes back to a scream like, I'm feeling a little woozy from Stu.
So then, basically, so he ends up tied up next to Ashley, and then they have a little cleanup montage because he's like, "Well, don't worry, we won't get caught." They clean up the blood, sharpen the pencil, and so on and so
Yeah, I
forth.
thought that was funny with the pencil too, because it's
Mhm.
like, you could just like throw that out or just,
Yeah.
but I liked it's like, oh, you're sharpening it. That really does give away some of the evidence.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
This kid had he thought ahead. He knew what he had to do if there was going to be some stuff like this happening.
So then we realize here that Luke actually invited Ricky through Ashley's phone, which is like she
Yeah.
wouldn't have a pin.
Well, here's another thing. I thought I didn't get that because I thought the phone didn't work. Wasn't it in the fish tank?
Yeah, it was in the fish tank still up through that point, so I don't
That's what
know.
I thought too. So I was
Yeah.
thinking, so does that mean that he texted him with his own phone?
Either that, or I thought for a second that he just had like a decoy that he threw in there, but that would be a lot of planning ahead.
Right.
You
I don't think
mean
he
when
planned
he
on
threw the
throwing it in
phone
there.
in
When
the tank?
Yeah, when he threw hers in the tank, like he had an extra that he just threw in there to make her think that it was hers. But that would be a lot of foresight.
It would
That
be,
would be
yeah.
good. Yeah. I don't know. I think we might be uncovering some plot holes here.
I mean, yeah, it does seem like it.
Possibly.
There's a
Yeah.
couple of things that we've already discussed, and it does make sense. Like, how did that happen?
Because, like, if he used his own phone, wouldn't Ricky be like, who is this?
Right.
Hmm.
You know?
Yeah. And it would take a lot of convincing from an unknown number to just come over to a residence.
Yeah, so
Right.
I didn't get that, but
Yeah, it's
you
kind of
know,
strange.
whatever.
So then, okay, they invite Jeremy, the ex, with Ashley's phone, apparently, because he's on. They put him on speaker. And this is where I had
Mhm.
another hard time understanding a piece of dialogue, because I think he says, correct me if I'm wrong, but he's like, "Aren't you that little taint on Claremont?" Is that what he says? Because then it causes Ricky to like chuckle in the tape.
Hmm.
I seriously replayed that line like 10 times. Like, what the fuck is he saying?
Did you have subtitles on to see what it actually
Yeah.
said?
I did not.
Oh,
I
okay.
watched it on my Xbox and I didn't see the option for that for some reason. I don't know why.
Now that you say that, I didn't know what he said there either.
Yeah, I think he said, "Aren't you the little taint on Claremont?" But it could have been anything for all I know.
Hmm.
That's the closest I could make of it. But
Yeah.
whatever it was, it causes Ricky to laugh. And then he um, says another thing, and then Luke pulls the tape off, and he's like, say what you have to say. And then he's like, I have to go to the bathroom. And he pees his pants,
Literally.
literally. And it gives Ashley, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but she grabbed a glass shard from before when the bottle shattered. And she uses this opportunity of him being gone, just discarding the pee stuff to like start cutting her
Hmm.
leg free. Of course, it's not. She doesn't do it completely yet, but um, Luke comes back and is starting to be in his creepy mode again. And he's like, mentions how he wants to watch them have sex, but he's like, I'm just kidding. And then it
I don't
ends.
think he was kidding.
I don't think he was either. He's a little
He's-
freak.
He's effed up.
I literally thought he actually wanted to see that because, like,
He
Mike,
did.
what you just said, like, yeah, he's effed up. That's literally
He
what he is.
definitely wanted to see that. He's disturbed
Yeah.
deeply.
I blame his dad.
The devils. So then Luke leaves again because he catches Garrett smoking weed in the dining room or whatever,
Mhm.
and he gets pissed and he's like, "Well, great, now we got to put it in Ricky's system to help cover our tracks." I think that's what they were doing, right? I mean, that's kind of what I gathered as to why they did that.
I didn't know at the time, but that makes sense.
Okay. And I mean, and then there's like the whole like smoke coming out of the hole, just to add it to even more disturbing things. Um, let's see here. So then we get the this is the really disturbing part here. Luke attempts the paint can thing from Home Alone.
Yeah.
So earlier in the film, they were having a debate, the two boys, over if the paint can scene in Home Alone would have just knocked the person back or not, because that's what happens in Home Alone, right? It just Yeah.
It's kind of funny. Like this is like that whole Home Alone thing is like been. I've seen that as a topic online and other places. Like I've seen like videos of like actual doctors going over all of the things and actually talking about like what the extent of all the injuries would be.
Yeah,
It's like
I've
it's
seen that
absolutely
too.
ridiculous.
I mean, especially for the second movie, they wouldn't have made it too far based off of everything that was starting to happen to those guys. Anyway, that's for another discussion.
Yeah. Good slapstick though. I'm glad it all happened.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so he takes a swing at first with a paint can, and it misses, and he's just kind of like getting it all set up. Just threw my pen, and then he's obviously freaking out. He's like, Garrett, untie me. You don't have to do this. Like I don't know what I did to you guys, but like I'm sorry, whatever. Like, and Luke tells him to blindfold him, and he's like, we're really gonna do it this time, like. Don't you want to see like what happens? And then Ashley manages to get free enough. She still has the chair attached, but she's like, fuck it. Gets out there, has the gun, points it at Luke, and she's like, Luke, drop it. And he's like, okay. And he drops the can. And we really don't really see it much. We see it right before impact, and then the rest is all left up to our imagination through just like watching the paint mix with the blood.
And that's kind of a common thing throughout the whole movie. Most of the injuries you don't really fully see it like a normal gory horror movie. This one they kind of just, like you said, your imagination.
Yes.
And that's totally fine with me.
Yeah. That's disturbing enough.
Yeah.
And Garrett says when he sees it, uses the line, "You home aloned him."
Oh yeah.
It's one of the more funny pieces of dialogue.
Yeah.
So then we find out that the gun was not loaded as she tries to shoot him. And she's like, a safe family always keeps the ammo separate or whatever. Then she starts to make a break for it and kind of has a little bit of a back and forth with Garrett out in the yard. And I mean, quite frankly, she kicks his ass. I mean, she kind of gets hit with the trap. And I guess that was like a BB gun.
It was a paintball gun.
It was a paintball gun?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then he keeps he gets hit by it a couple times, I think. I don't know, but there's some tussling going on. She eventually makes it over the fence, and you think she's gonna make it, but just as she gets to the carolers that are outside, she trips, which is apparently enough to knock her out.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, did she trip and land on something hard for her to be knocked out like that? Because you don't really.
I don't think that's what happened.
Did you see something else that caused it?
I thought Luke threw the brick at her.
Oh, they do cut to the brick outside, don't they?
That's why the brick was broke.
That
Yeah.
makes sense. Okay, I thought she just tripped. I was like,
I
well,
actually thought she was gonna try to use, so like as you saw her like climbing the fence and all that stuff, she still had a piece of that chair on her arm, taped on her arm, that she could technically have used as a weapon. And I thought that was gonna be used for something, like she was gonna use that against him, but that never happened. So I was a little sad.
So close yet so far away. As one of the carolers actually does turn around, but at this point that she's already down and so she can't be found. Then you see back to her like tied up with lights, to duct taped up again also. And then
Well, just a minute.
yeah.
Isn't there a scene where Luke's listening to the carolers?
Well, yeah.
Or is that later?
Well, this same time, yeah. Like
Oh, okay.
it's like when he's giving them hot cocoa.
Yeah, it was sick. It's when I really came to absolutely hate him. and then he puts on that stupid sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right at the end, you see the aftermath of the guy in the chair with the paint can right in the background as he's like closing the door.
Who?
The guy in that got his paint can to the face. Like you can see him
Oh
at the
yeah,
end
yeah,
of
right,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yep.
Mike, you gave me an idea for when we rate the movie at the very end. So I appreciate
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Oh, foreshadowing.
Yeah.
So then Jeremy arrives, the ex. And that's kind of a little a little funny when he's in the car like practicing like hi Ashley saying it a bunch of different times. They got him dressed like such a douche.
Yeah.
I love that money hat.
Yeah. He's in the backyard and Luke gets him to write an apology note before coming in. So he sits down on the swing set and the first one is like not good enough and he's like, come on, man, like more. So he starts to write a longer one and just as he's like wrapped up, Luke comes from behind with a rope and hangs him by pulling a tractor or a lawnmower, strings him up on the tree, and it's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
So then back inside, kind of like at the same time, Ashley's trying to get Garrett to stop this because throughout this entire time, I mean, Garrett's been having second thoughts. Like he did not think it was going to go this far. Wants this night to be over with. Like he's even at the beginning of the scene where she's tied up again, he's like laying on the couch face down, like defeated. Like it's just like he's done. So then Ashley kind of grabs his hand and she's like, we could run across the street. We call the cops. I'll make sure nothing happens to you. Like I won't let Luke hurt you. And just as he finishes kissing her on the cheek, Luke pops in and blows him away with the shotgun.
Yeah.
So we need to take this that Luke was jealous and that's why he did it?
That's what I got out of that.
He's getting a little too close to her. Yeah. Or the fact that he was noticing that he was going to let her loose and get away.
Because I think he even says, like, I told you not to touch her.
Uh-huh.
And that's some crazy... This kid is crazy. I want to see him in more stuff. Like, the way he's, like, screaming at Garrett, it's just, like, intense. I forget a lot throughout this that he's just, like, a 12-year-old kid.
Right. And up to this point, the acting overall has been really good by, like, the two kids and then Ashley, so...
Yeah. And this one definitely was the one that affected me the most. I kind of liked Garrett. I definitely felt that he felt like he had gone too far, and like I know he wasn't his hands weren't clean, but it was just like, man, I don't know, like he's his
redemption arc was cut. His redemption arc was cut short.
Yeah, he really had a chance there. So then, he sits next to Ashley, and he mentions that thing about like how his mom used to hold him, and it was like it helped him go to sleep, and then she stopped doing it, and Ashley's like, I know why she stopped, and he's like, why, and then Ashley just shuts down, and he's like trying to get anything that he can out of her. He's like, just tell me anything. Tell me I'm fucked up. Tell me you want to go home. Which is more like really powerful acting from this kid.
Right.
And then eventually, which I did not think he was going to do this, he stabs her from the back with a knife. And honestly, so we'll kind of get to the end quick here, but like I was pissed because I did not think what was going to happen at the end was going to happen. I thought he was going to get away with it.
Well, just a minute.
Yeah.
Why? I don't understand what her plan was with this refusing to talk. Like, I know that was making him mad, but that's like the short term gain. What's the long term? What did she think was going to happen? I didn't understand that.
At that point, I thought she was up to something to trick him, but obviously that didn't happen. She ended up getting stabbed. That's what I thought was going to happen. Obviously, she was trying to find a way out at that point, but that's at least what I thought she was didn't do, but that didn't happen.
I kind of feel like, I don't know, like to me, I thought like at that point she was just over it. Like it was almost like I just give up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck you, kid.
Wow, that's
That's just, I don't know.
no, you could be right, but that's just like so much. That's a lot of just accepting of defeat right there. She has her
Yeah,
whole
she
life
just
ahead
gives
of
in.
her, and
Yeah.
she's letting this
Yeah.
this piece of shit, this punk kid, just decide her fate.
Right. Yeah.
You know, he's like 80 pounds.
Right. Like,
Not even.
you could take him.
Like, did you
Don't
see
give
how
up.
skinny he is? He's a twig.
Right. Yeah, I mean, even like when she kicked him at that point when she was still tied up, and like he got like knocked to the floor and was like down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like,
When just as like he was gonna stab her, like I thought she was gonna do something right there and then, but that never happened. She actually just got stabbed, and I'm like, oh, okay,
oh, yeah.
something else might be happening, but it didn't happen there, and it just really never happened.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously we're getting to the end, and if people watch this, they know, but like I'll ask you guys right now, did you think that was it?
I shared
real-
your anger.
I
And
really
I
thought
was
I
like-
wasted my time.
Yeah, oh yeah. I was like, if this is how this movie ends, I'm gonna like be blowing up tomorrow during this session.
Yeah. Same.
So it was.
Because I hated that kid.
So we can discuss the actual end now, or
Well, I mean, let's say basically, I mean, just to kind of wrap it up, like he tries to cover his tracks, tries
Yeah.
to plant some evidence on Jeremy. Like, I think he tries to put different objects in his hand, and
that's my relation to Scream
Yeah.
4 when Jill does that at the crime scene.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
Mm-hmm.
and
Who
then
was she framing, just as a reminder? Who was she rubbing the hands on?
From Scream 4?
Yeah, yeah.
Like Jill was doing it between I think everybody. In how many people died in that house? There was like 4. She was trying to literally set it up like because she put hair in somebody's hand, a knife in somebody's hand.
Okay. So basically everybody except her.
Yeah, she was trying to make it look like she was the one who was beat up or injured throughout the entire scenario.
Okay.
And the only one still breathing, who still had some life left in her. Because she like injured herself pretty bad. Like she ran into a mirror, she ripped her hair out.
Yeah.
jeez.
Yeah, she like fell through a table. She did some
Yeah.
crazy stuff.
So yeah, he's at this point while he's trying to cover his tracks, he's also tracking his parents' location through a phone app, so he knows about approximately how much time he has left. And one of the last things he does is he tries to figure out how to get the pencil on the door, and the only way he can really do it is to put the pencil on and then go through one of the other windows and come back into his bedroom window from the roof. And he just barely makes it because he
Yeah, he knocks over some reindeer that are displayed on top of the house, and yeah, it's a clutch moment because it looks like his parents are going to get there just a second before he's able to hide back in bed.
And they
Just a
do
quick
notice
thing,
something
like
on the roof too.
what?
They look her parent. I think the mom looks up at the roof, like what was that, or something's different, like on the
Yeah.
roof with the placement, and then they just walk in anyway.
What was the point with the pencil? Like I know it was to see, wasn't it to see if he sleepwalks? But like,
Well, the point was, if the pencil is on the door, then he has an alibi that he's been sleeping this entire time. That all these people were getting murdered.
I know, but the mom was the one who introduced the pencil. What was her purpose of it?
He sleepwalks, and so that if the pencils move, they know that he's been sleepwalking.
So if the pencil was moved, like, and he didn't place it back, her parents would have known. Oh, he knew that this whole scenario was going on with the murders. So he
Yeah.
needed to place it back to make it look like he was not part of it at all.
Right.
Okay. I get that. Yeah, I get it as like a plot device. I'm just not like, what difference does it make if he'd be sleepwalking? You know what I mean? But I
Then-
get it. It's for the plot.
Well, maybe it allows. Then, if the mom sees the pencils, then she could like check the cabinets and make sure everything's all good in the house. Take stock of everything.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't know. I'm just
No,
kinda-
you're
I'm making
right.
it up for him.
It's good.
So then finally the mom comes upstairs after they've discovered everything that happened down there. She's like, goes to Luke and starts to hold him and rock him. And Luke feels like he's in his safe place and that he's won until finally you hear one of them still alive. And I was
Wait,
like,
did you say I think I like the way you put that. Did you say he's won?
yeah. He
Like,
feels like
what do
he's
you mean
won.
he's won?
Like he did it. Like he pulled it off.
Like WON?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you meant like ONE, like he's won with the mom.
Oh, sure. That too. He's back in his. But yeah, and then you hear, one of them's still alive, and it's revealed that it's Ashley who ended up living because she used duct tape to stop the bleeding. And I was like, "Thank you." Oh my God, they cannot just they couldn't have just ended this movie with him like this. Like,
Yeah.
and then yeah, the last thing that happens is she gives him the bird while she's getting wheeled into the ambulance, which is a great final moment.
The one thing I thought though, this kid was so resourceful that he would have attempted to get into that ambulance and kill her before she could say anything. That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, there's no way he's gonna stop at this point.
And then,
I
did
thought
you
of
guys
that
watch
too.
it?
Like,
Oh, go ahead.
go ahead. You go.
I'm assuming you guys watched it like a few seconds or a minute into the credits. I can't remember how far along it was.
Oh, there
No,
was
I
more.
didn't.
Oh, like it goes to a quick shot of him like in the house of saying, "Mom, can we go to the hospital? I want to check on Ashley and see if she's okay."
I didn't
And then
know that.
Then it officially ends.
I
So
didn't
it
know
makes
that.
it like a what if scenario.
All right.
Oh.
That actually, I like that better because I just he has everything to lose. Of course he's going to try to get her.
Okay. I'm gonna check back for that. That's cool.
Yeah, but I don't think you hear the mom say anything. He just kind of asks that question, and then it goes to the music, and then credits resume.
Wow.
I always stop watching when the first credits roll. I never stay behind. So
But yeah, they threw that in there.
That's
'Cause
wild.
I was gonna say that if I was her, I'd be telling everybody everything in that ambulance.
Mm-hmm.
Because you
Yeah.
can't trust that kid.
Yeah.
He's a weasel. He knows how to play on people. He's a manipulator. you know?
My guess is she won't be able to talk for a little bit, depending upon how bad her injury was in her
Write it
neck.
down.
Yeah. There you go. Write it down. Write it down. Morse code that stuff.
Yep.
Whatever you gotta do.
Right.
I could say I'll definitely go watch that again, that part, but I was happy having that just be the ending for me. I was cheering. I was like legitimately so happy that she got to do that. It really that affected me because, like I said, like I was pissed. Like, and you guys never really answered yet. Did you feel like he was gonna get away with it at that point?
I did actually. I thought they were gonna like pull one on us where like, oh, the antagonist actually wins.
I guess I thought like it was gonna have a twist at the end, and it ended pretty much the way I thought that it would
Okay.
end.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I was like, they have to make him go down because if it's not that way, then this movie is just too much like life, and I don't need more of that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Where the bad people win, you know?
I can see
We've
that,
got
yeah.
enough of that.
Hmm.
So I'm so glad they did that. Call it, the storybook ending or whatever, but we need that.
Totally. Agree
Until
with
that sequence in the credits, but you don't know if he gets to go there or not.
He's not going anywhere.
I don't know. I think he finds his way to that hospital one way or another.
It's too late, kid.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. I mean, it. Okay, maybe they'll be sympathetic. They don't accept visitors. It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right, yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, this was it's a cool movie. It actually affected me so much that I had a nightmare last night.
Did you really?
But it's also probably because I'm sick. I think it was
Oh.
a fever dream. But I dreamt of home invaders, and I was in my room, and it was like people were coming through the door, and I like had to split the screen open in my window and like jump out. And I just remember like feeling like I was running away, but I was like in molasses, and I was like, I gotta get out of here. And like that's kind of all I remember.
Yeah.
But I haven't really had a nightmare in a long time, so that was weird. But I definitely think this movie must have something to do with it.
Well,
That was the
hopefully
last
no
thing I
home
did.
invasions actually happen to you.
Yeah, I hope not. Hopefully, no like evil like little kids come to visit.
Yeah. Lock your doors. Lock your doors, people.
Just a follow-up, Jeremy. I'm curious, how truthful is it that you were cheering when you saw the
I
ending?
mean, I
You
went.
got up off the couch and were cheering like someone scored a touchdown? What?
No, it wasn't that crazy. But I was in my room in bed, and I was like, I audibly said like hell yeah, and I was like fuck yes, like that's awesome. I didn't have enough energy to actually get up and cheer, but I was like to nobody in particular, just saying like yes, because that was great. Like, yeah, I
Yeah,
was so relieved.
yeah.
My wife was actually like, she came home and I was like on the third act of the film and she watched the rest of it with me. And just like I caught her up with what was going on, all that stuff. And she went on like a 5-minute rant after the movie was done about how much that kid was going to get screwed over in his life. And like, there's no way he can do that, blah, 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 all that type of stuff. So despite from what she watched, she really got into it.
So she was saying that he will have a horrible life because he didn't get away with this, or
No, he will have a horrible life because he will eventually get caught for what he did. That's just kind of what she made
Yeah.
the assumption. Yeah. Based on true crime stuff that she's read up on and watched and all that stuff.
Okay.
So
I can have her on here. I can have her talk about it.
let's do a
Invite
little
her on the
follow
show
up.
and she can rant away.
So what about hell yeah moments?
For me, definitely the paint can exploding the head, and then the line afterwards where he said, "You home alone him."
Yeah.
I have to agree with Damon on that one.
You know, there wasn't really like a hell yeah moment where it was like this is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd say just in a similar vein where things just like went, there's no coming back from this, I'd say when he shot Garrett. Like that was very surprising.
Hmm.
And it just took his psychosis to a whole nother level. It's like, wow, this kid is completely um, sadistic and psychotic. And, you know, I came to like, don't give me any story where you need your mommy and you're some lonely little 12-year-old. I don't like you, and he deserves to have everything taken from him. I hate that kid. There was nothing redeemable about him.
No, not not at that point. No.
Oh, he had that cool sweater.
I'll say my hell yeah moment was the ending with Ashley.
Before giving the bird.
Yeah. Otherwise, I kind of agree. There was no moment throughout. It was just so disturbing. There was nothing where I was really like, hell yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll wait for when we give the ratings.
I was gonna say too, with going back to Billy and Stu, him shooting his friend. It's kind of like how Billy and Stu were knifing each other at the end of Scream.
Yeah.
I mean, were they truly trying to? One of them was trying to, or Billy was trying to kill off Stu at that point.
Just kind of was showing that there was a disregard for the other person, even though they were friends. You know, they were
Sure.
willing to. Yeah.
So final rating for me. This is a little on the nose here, but I'm gonna give it 4 paint cans out of 5.
Very good, very good. Gave this also a 4. 4 stupid sweaters out of 5. 4 stupid sweaters.
Is that where you got that from?
Yeah, that was it. So I appreciate that.
I'd give it 4.5 Truth or Dare games.
I'm gonna say 3.5 out of 5 Santa Claus statues. To me, this one, it's not like Scream, which has more humor. This one was a little bit more serious, and I think to me that was a little bit more disturbing than I'd like to see. You know, like there's nothing, like I said, there's nothing redeemable about the kid. You know, sometimes movies they'll try to make you sympathize a little bit with the murderer, you know, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Nothing worked. The kid was so screwed up. You know, and just the reasoning behind it. But I will say, I've never seen a movie do it so well where, to me, this actually was believable in a way. Like, I could actually see an immature 12-year-old boy doing something like this because they don't think. You know, they don't think about consequences.
They're selfish.
And they don't care about other people, you know. That's why I actually kind of bought, like, this is scary in a way because immature minds are a whole nother thing, you know.
Yeah, you bring up a good point. I think 12 is 7th grade, right?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
And I remember a middle school teacher that said, hands down, 7th grade students are the worst. You know, that they're just awful with the way that they treat each other and everything. So it's sort of like that age where you've just a little bit clever enough where you can sort of rip on people, but then at the same time, you don't have sort of the experience to realize when you should and should not do things, certain things, you know. Like I just remember this kid named Achterberg in 7th grade. He was always trying to get people to sit in gum. You know, like he'd misdirect and then put gum on someone's seat so you'd sit down on it. It's just like, he's awful. Yeah, at 7th grade, the people treated each other awfully.
Yeah, I knew some real shitheads in middle school.
Yeah, same here.
To your point too, Damon, my friend, he talks a lot. Well, not a lot, but we've talked about bullying in the past, and he says by far the worst years of his life were middle school because of the bullying. And he was bullied in high school too, but in middle school it was the worst. They're terrible. And in fact, I can also add my cousin, who was a teacher, I think, of that age group, very briefly, I think just for like 1 year. She left because the kids were just so terrible in that age group. So, so yeah, I thought that was a really like effective. That was a villain. He was a true heavy hitting villain, and I hated him for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it goes to that subject or the matter of like, who do you blame for the person he is? Is he just that way because that's who he is, or do you go to the thing like blame the movies or blame the parents or blame video games? It goes to all that type of stuff, or he's just plain evil.
I
that
think,
type of thing.
Yeah, this kid I think was a sociopath.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And they alluded to that with the hamster. You know, didn't he say what did Luke say about that? Didn't he basically say he did it on purpose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how it always goes. They start with animals. They enjoy inflicting pain. So yeah, execute him is what I say. You can't help people
There was
like
nothing
that.
that could have been done. Nothing could have changed him.
Although at his age, he probably would be tried as a juvenile. And so he'll
Maybe
probably
not
get
for those
paroled.
crimes, though. Sometimes people are elevated to adult. You look at what he did, there was a lot of calculating going on here.
Yeah. He killed with a paint can, he killed with a shotgun, and he killed by hanging someone.
The whole thing was planned.
Yeah.
And then the suicide note, you know, people think that Jeremy killed himself.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's some high level planning going on there. He could I love it when we go into like what wasn't even in the movie. Yeah, he's going to adult court.
In the sequel.
Yeah.
The prosecutor, I'm familiar with him. He doesn't hold back.
Yeah.
He's no nonsense.
We could have like a whole nother discussion about the aftermath of this movie.
Yeah.
The trial of Luke.
Right. Starting with the whole like, oh, did he make it to the hospital or not?
Yeah. Which
Right.
I hope he didn't. But
Well, that issue's put to bed. I said visiting
that's
hours
right.
are over.
That's
Oh
right.
yeah, there you go, there you go.
It denied him.
But what about the next day though? Like he seems
She already
he
told
got,
everybody.
he already
He's
told
already
yeah,
in
she did.
custody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the movie.
Just a side comment too. I wish they had more with the parents. Like, you know, those are two good actors. And we know that Warburton is funny, you know, from playing David Putty. And Madsen is a high quality actor. It would have been kind of cool to have a little bit more with them. They were only in the film for maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too
I
bad.
think yeah. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say just maybe they could have even had like a small scene like of them at whatever event they were at, like trying to call to check in
Mm-hmm.
and something, you know. But
I
yes,
just think back with Putty, you guys mentioned the Devils thing.
Yeah.
That's when there also was like a story arc where he was like scared that he was going to hell.
oh yeah.
And then with the whole thing with the horns from
Yeah.
the priest.
Yeah. I still have that scene perfectly pictured in my head right now.
So of the four, this is the fourth Christmas movie we've done now. Black Christmas, Christmas Evil. What was the one from last year with the Santa Claus?
Christmas, Bloody Christmas.
Christmas, Bloody Christmas. And then this one, which of the four do you think was the best?
I think Black Christmas is still my favorite of all of them.
I definitely want to rewatch that one
But
because
they
it's
were
been a
all-
while since we last watched it.
It's very close, I think, probably between them. Like if I had to put one last, it'd probably be Christmas, Bloody Christmas, but I still enjoyed that movie. But
Yeah, I saw on or listened on Pop Culture Roulette where Nicholas said he had to watch Christmas Evil after watching our review.
yeah. We also
That's the
did
whole point.
we did Santa's Sleigh this year for part of the Christmas special, so that's another little Christmas film we'll be talking about.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I've seen that actually.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
I did see the remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night. I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. But
What are your guys'
Was
thoughts?
the Christmas Bloody Christmas, was that the one where the Santa is a robot?
yeah.
Okay.
That
I
was
like,
also just recently on Netflix.
I'd say it would be close between that one and Christmas Evil because they had a good mixture of humor. And I appreciate that. Because like that one that you saw, Damon, the other week, the silent, what was that one called?
I think Silent Night, Deadly Night.
That one looked extremely intense. Was it?
Parts of it, yeah, and then I don't want to give it away, but
Yeah.
it's
But were there humor elements?
yeah, there were.
Okay. Because I like it when they have some humor. I mean, it should be light. And I remember Christmas Evil, maybe unintentionally, but there were some humor elements there.
Okay. Well, that's it. Thank you guys for another great Freaky Film Club, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Go watch your freaky Christmas films this holiday season.